products worth the hyperfixation because I'm tired of everything feeling like a fucking ad. Nothing in this series will ever be sponsored. I just have a sick obsession of finding the best of the best. Real quick, do you guys want to see my outfit? Look how cute. I feel cutesy and they have shorts. All right, back to business. Okay, today is a little different. This is more of a service, not a product. This is for my woo-woo friends. So if you are not woo-woo or you don't believe in it or anything like that, you could just scroll. However, I full-heartedly believe in this stuff. I can confidently put this in my series based on all of the evidence I have gathered, okay? So I've been dabbling in mediumship readings, specifically because I've been kind of struggling a little bit. My mom passed away when I was young and I just like never really dealt with it. I actually found her on TikTok Live. This is what I do on my Friday nights now. Her name is @thatmediumjess, and she is phenomenal. I'm looking for somebody to do like a full private session with because I feel like it's a little bit more intimate and I have a lot of questions about my mom and her passing, and like I've been looking for somebody for probably the better part of a year. And I haven't found anybody that like really resonated with me and like really made me feel comfortable. I don't want to go into a reading where I'm like, I feel vulnerable, I feel judged, I feel like maybe my feelings aren't valid and I don't fully trust the person, you know what I mean? With her, I am so thankful I found her because I booked a private reading on June 29th. I'm very excited. She's able to really encompass who a person was and deliver a message so accurately while still keeping everything kind of like lighthearted and fun. You know, sometimes these things can be like super heavy and like really, really sad. She's able to kind of like keep a light heart with it, but like she's still able to hold space for people like if they're grieving, which is like such a hard balance, I feel like. So I've done, I think, 3 mini readings with her on live, and then my husband actually did one too. I can share like one really specific thing, which was wild. My grandfather actually came through and I had never really met him, maybe just when I was like a baby. He kept saying something about like a pipe leaking or like water flowing somewhere. And I was like, I don't know, maybe my house, like we had to end up renovating my house back in the States because like water just kept like coming through and it like really damaged it, but it's under control. And she says, it doesn't feel like that. It feels more like something that's like actively going on. After the reading, I went and I called my dad, who does not believe in this stuff at all, okay? He doesn't like it. I mentioned about the water and how like there was like a pipe leaking or water leaking somewhere, and he was like, holy shit, my sink is fucking leaking. That's pretty nuts. By the way, she had no idea who I was or what my platform was or anything when I was doing these readings. I promise you, she didn't know who I was, okay? So after I did like a bunch of mini readings with her and my husband did it and I like, you know, gathered evidence, I reached out to her and I asked her if I could put her in this series. She had availability or if she kind of just wanted to like stay small. And she said yes, she said I could do it. So I'm very excited. I always, like I said, I always try to find like discount codes for you guys if I can before I share a product. She had one. It's Hyperfix A10. Be like 10% off of a 60-minute reading because sometimes those things can be a little expensive, you know? If you go into her profile on her TikTok, she has like a website and you can pre-book a live reading. You can also like book other sessions too. But if you catch her on the fly when she's in a live and she doesn't have like a long list of people that had like signed up, a little bit cheaper. I think it's like $35 for a mini reading. And usually in her lives, like if there's not a lot of people in there, she'll do like a free spirit-led reading first. So like the people who are like in the live, maybe a spirit will come through to her, do validation, and people will be like, okay, that resonates with me. Yep, that resonates with me. And then she'll pull someone in and it'll be kind of like a free reading for them, which is like super fun to watch. That's like my favorite part, I think. Totally go follow her. Go sit in on a live if you can. If you're curious or you're grieving or you have questions, I wholeheartedly trust her. Like she's got it. She's the real deal. If you're also tired of fucking ads, follow along because I'll be sharing more. Okay, bye!